Have you ever woken up to a house so quiet that you could hear your own heartbeat against the soft hush of morning? Have you ever felt that in the stillness of your home, there's both a gentle peace and a whisper of longing, a yearning for a voice, a presence, a touch of life beyond the walls? If you're living alone in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, you might know this delicate balance, the beauty of solitude and the ache it sometimes carries. But what if I told you that within this silence lies not just loneliness, but a quiet invitation, a chance to nurture yourself deeply, to build a life filled with connection, meaning, and quiet joy? Today, let's walk together through the unseen corners of living alone, not as a burden, but as a beautiful canvas waiting for you to paint it with love, light, and laughter. If any part of this speaks to your heart, please share a thought, one on self-care importance. Imagine waking up in your cozy home where the morning sunlight gently invites you to start the day. This serene setting is one of the many joys of living alone, offering you the freedom to shape your day exactly as you wish. However, with this freedom comes the crucial responsibility of taking care of yourself, which can sometimes be overlooked. As we age, self-care becomes increasingly important for maintaining both physical health and mental well-being. Without someone there to remind us to eat well or stay active, it's easy to slip into habits that might not serve us well. Yet by prioritizing self-care, living alone can become a truly enriching experience. Self-care goes beyond the basics of eating right and exercising. It encompasses finding joy in everyday moments and nurturing your spirit. Whether it's taking a leisurely walk in the park, engaging in a creative project, or simply enjoying a peaceful moment with a cup of coffee, these small acts of kindness towards yourself can uplift your mood and make each day more fulfilling. Consider the story of a woman who found joy in her self-care rituals. Every evening, she would light a few candles, indulge in a soothing face mask, and lose herself in a captivating book. These simple routines created a sanctuary of calm and relaxation in her home. They were not merely about pampering, they were about crafting a space that felt warm and inviting, a place where she could recharge and find peace. Incorporating self-care into your daily routine requires a conscious effort to prioritize your needs. It involves recognizing these routines not as indulgences, but as essential practices that help you stay balanced and remind you of your worth. By focusing on self-care, you cultivate resilience and a strong sense of self-worth, turning the experience of living alone into an opportunity for personal growth and happiness. Embrace this chance to nurture yourself, and you will discover that life can be richer and more rewarding. Living alone is not about isolation. It is about celebrating your independence and creating a life where you truly thrive. 2. Companionship and loneliness. Just as self-care can transform your solo living experience into something enriching, finding companionship is another key to thriving when living alone. Imagine a quiet home where the silence is both comforting and at times overwhelming. For many, especially introverts, this solitude can be a welcome respite. However, as social circles inevitably shrink over time, even the most introverted individuals can experience the pangs of loneliness. This sense of isolation can become a real struggle, affecting emotional well-being and overall happiness. Yet there is hope in finding companionship through various means, such as adopting a pet or participating in community activities, which can significantly alleviate these feelings of loneliness. Take the story of an elderly gentleman who found himself grappling with loneliness after his retirement. With fewer opportunities for social interaction, he began to feel increasingly isolated. Recognizing the need for companionship, he decided to adopt a dog. This simple decision transformed his daily life, giving him a loyal friend who offered unconditional love and companionship. The presence of his furry companion not only filled his home with joy, but also encouraged him to venture outside more often. Walks in the park became opportunities for casual interactions with other pet owners, creating a sense of community and connection. In addition to the companionship of pets, engaging in community activities can offer a vital lifeline to those feeling isolated. Whether it's joining a book club, attending local events, or volunteering. These activities provide chances to meet new people and form meaningful relationships. For the elderly gentleman, participating in a local gardening club became another source of joy. He discovered that even small connections, like sharing gardening tips or exchanging stories about favorite plants, could significantly enhance his emotional well-being. The key concept here is that companionship, whether from pets or social interactions, plays a crucial role in maintaining emotional health. These connections remind us that we are part of a larger community, offering support and a sense of belonging. As the elderly gentleman's experience illustrates, casual interactions and small connections matter greatly. They can transform a life of solitude into one filled with warmth and camaraderie, proving that companionship is not just a luxury, but a necessity for thriving emotionally. By embracing these opportunities for connection, anyone can find comfort and joy, even when living alone. 3. Creating social opportunities. As life progresses and friends and family become increasingly busy, the frequency of social invitations can start to dwindle, leaving many feeling isolated and disconnected. However, just as self-care and companionship can enrich your solo living experience, taking initiative to create your own social opportunities is equally important. Imagine a scenario where, instead of waiting for others to reach out, you decide to take charge and bring people together yourself. By organizing activities and events, you not only foster connections, but also infuse your life with joy and fulfillment. Consider the story of a man who noticed this shift in his social life after his children moved away and his friends became preoccupied with their own commitments. Rather than succumbing to loneliness, he chose to start a neighborhood walking group. What began as a simple idea quickly blossomed into a weekly tradition that brought neighbors together. Each walk became a chance to chat, share stories, and enjoy the fresh air, turning strangers into friends and revitalizing the sense of community in his neighborhood. This proactive approach to creating social opportunities can be transformative. Whether it's organizing a weekly game night, hosting a potluck dinner, or setting up a regular coffee meetup, these activities provide a platform for meaningful interactions. They allow you to connect with people who share similar interests and values, enriching your life with diverse experiences and perspectives. Moreover, taking the initiative to plan and host events empowers you to shape your social life according to your preferences, ensuring that your interactions are both enjoyable and fulfilling. By proactively creating social opportunities, you can effectively combat loneliness and enhance your emotional well-being. This approach not only fills your calendar with exciting events, but also fosters a sense of belonging and connection. The man's experience with his walking group demonstrates how taking charge of your social life can lead to rewarding and lasting relationships. It shows that you don't have to wait for invitations to come your way. Instead, you can create your own fun and build a vibrant social network. Embrace this chance to enrich your life, and you'll find that the joy of connecting with others is just within reach, even when living alone. 4. Daily routines and stability. In the journey of living alone, one of the challenges often faced is the absence of shared responsibilities, which can make establishing a daily routine seem daunting. However, embracing this opportunity to create and maintain a personal routine can transform your solo living experience into one of stability and fulfillment. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of purpose, guided by rituals that ground you and enhance your day-to-day existence. Take, for instance, the stories of individuals who have discovered the joy and control that morning rituals bring to their lives. One woman found solace in starting her day with a quiet meditation session, followed by a cup of tea on her balcony, watching the sunrise. This simple practice not only provided her with a moment of peace, but also set a positive tone for the rest of her day. Another person spoke of the satisfaction gained from a brisk morning walk, which not only invigorated his body but also cleared his mind, preparing him for the tasks ahead. Creating a daily routine becomes sacred, a personal commitment that offers structure amidst the unpredictability of life. These rituals, whether it's a morning exercise routine, a leisurely breakfast, or time set aside for reading, become anchors that provide stability. They allow you to carve out moments of personal reflection and enjoyment, turning ordinary days into experiences filled with intention and meaning. Moreover, daily routines offer more than just structure. They cultivate a sense of control over your environment and your time. By consciously deciding how to spend your mornings, afternoons, and evenings, you can tailor your routine to reflect your aspirations and values. This proactive approach not only enhances your living experience, but also fosters a deeper connection with yourself, nurturing your emotional and mental well-being. As these personal stories illustrate, daily rituals are instrumental in grounding oneself and enhancing the living experience. They remind us that even in solitude, there is power in routine and the ability to craft a life that is both joyful and purposeful. By embracing and cherishing these routines, you can navigate the challenges of solo living with grace and confidence, finding stability and fulfillment in the rhythm of your days. 5. Cooking as self-care. Imagine coming home after a long day, knowing that the kitchen is your playground and cooking is your chance to unwind and treat yourself. Cooking for one can seem tricky at first, often leading us to rely on quick convenience foods. However, when you start seeing cooking as a form of self-care, it can become a rewarding and joyful experience. Take the story of a woman who turned meal prep from a chore into a beloved hobby. Tired of the same old takeout, she decided to dive into the world of cooking, starting with simple recipes that celebrated fresh ingredients and vibrant flavors. Her kitchen transformed into a creative space where she could experiment and express herself, and she found joy in creating meals that were not only delicious, but also nourishing. Cooking for yourself opens up a world of healthier eating habits, letting you control the ingredients and portions to suit your tastes and nutritional needs. It's a chance to reconnect with the food you eat and appreciate the effort that goes into each dish. Plus, cooking can be surprisingly meditative. Chopping veggies, watching a sauce simmer, or kneading dough can be soothing, inviting you to slow down and enjoy the moment. The aromas and flavors that fill your kitchen turn meal times into a sensory delight, making each meal something special to look forward to. This woman's journey shows how cooking for one doesn't have to be daunting. It can be an empowering form of self-care that adds a spark to your daily routine. By embracing cooking, you're not just feeding your body, you're nourishing your soul, finding pleasure in the simple act of preparing and enjoying your own creations. So next time you're thinking about dinner, remember that the kitchen is your canvas and cooking is your art. Dive in, experiment, and savor the joy of cooking for yourself. 6. Physical activity. Just like cooking can transform into a joyful hobby, embracing physical activity can become a delightful part of your day too. Living alone might tempt you into a sedentary lifestyle, but being intentional about movement can truly lift your spirits and boost your health. Take the story of a woman who decided to get a dog, not just for companionship, but also to encourage her to be more active. Her furry friend quickly turned daily walks into a cherished routine, benefiting both her body and her mood. Incorporating exercise into your life doesn't have to be daunting. It can be as simple as enjoying a morning walk, joining a dance class, or even having a mini dance party in your living room. The key is to make movement a regular, enjoyable part of your routine. Intentional movement is essential for maintaining fitness and overall well-being, providing energy and helping clear your mind. The woman's journey with her dog shows how a small decision can lead to big changes. Those daily walks not only improved her physical health, but also lifted her spirits, offering a sense of accomplishment and connection with her surroundings. This routine became a grounding ritual, offering moments of joy and reflection amidst life's busyness. Exercise is not just about physical benefits. It's a fantastic mood booster too. Regular activity releases endorphins, helping to reduce stress and anxiety. Whether you're walking, jogging, practicing yoga, or cycling, finding an activity you love can turn exercise from a chore into something rewarding. So if you're living alone and feel the pull of a sedentary lifestyle, think about how intentional movement can change that story. Whether it's adopting a pet, joining a community sports team, or setting a daily step goal, these small steps can lead to big improvements. Embrace the chance to get moving and discover the joy and vitality that come with an active lifestyle. 7. Emergency preparedness. Living alone offers a wonderful sense of independence, but it also means being your own emergency backup. Without someone around to check on you during emergencies, it's crucial to be proactive about your safety to avoid risky situations. Take the story of a woman who realized this and decided to take action by installing an emergency key lockbox outside her home. This simple step ensured that trusted friends or emergency personnel could access her home quickly if needed, giving her peace of mind and allowing her to live independently with confidence. Being prepared for emergencies doesn't mean you have to live in fear. It's about taking smart precautions that can make all the difference. For instance, investing in a medical alert system can be a lifesaver, providing immediate access to help at the push of a button. This can be especially reassuring if you have health concerns or simply want the added security of knowing help is always within reach. The woman's decision to install a lockbox highlights the importance of preparing for the unexpected. It's a small but significant step that ensures she's not left vulnerable in an emergency. Alongside this, having a well-thought-out emergency plan is essential. This could include keeping a list of emergency contacts, knowing the quickest routes out of your home, and having a basic emergency kit on hand with essentials like water, food, and first aid supplies. Being proactive about safety when living alone is all about mitigating risks and ensuring you're prepared for any situation. It's about creating an environment where you feel secure and confident, knowing you've taken steps to protect yourself. Whether it's through technology, like a medical alert system, or practical measures, like a lockbox, these actions can help you maintain your independence without compromising on safety. So if you're living solo, consider how you can be your own best backup. Take the time to evaluate your current safety measures and think about what additional steps you can take to prepare for emergencies. By doing so, you'll not only protect yourself, but also enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're ready for whatever life throws your way. 8. Managing silence. Imagine coming home to a space where the silence feels both inviting and intimidating. For many who live alone, this quiet can be a double-edged sword. It offers the freedom to think and reflect, yet it can also leave you yearning for a bit of background noise. The good news is that this silence presents an opportunity to create a comforting and personalized atmosphere. Many have found that music and podcasts can transform the quiet into a warm and welcoming presence. Take, for example, a woman who discovered the joy of crafting playlists that perfectly matched her mood. In the mornings, she would play upbeat songs to start her day with energy, while in the evenings, calming tunes helped her unwind. Music became more than just sound. It was her companion, filling her home with life. Podcasts added another dimension, with engaging stories and laughter that made the solitude of dinner time feel more connected and less lonely. Creating a harmonious environment in silence is about finding the right balance between enjoying your own company and inviting in gentle stimulation. Some people find comfort in the soft hum of a fan or the rhythmic ticking of a clock. Others dive into the vibrant worlds of radio shows or audiobooks, letting these sounds fill their space with warmth and inspiration. The key is to tailor your surroundings to fit your personal preferences, allowing for moments of quiet reflection or active engagement with the world. These strategies show how you can shape your home's atmosphere to suit your needs. Embracing silence doesn't mean eliminating it. Instead, it involves enhancing it with sounds that bring joy and comfort. By choosing what fills your space, you can create a cozy environment that supports relaxation and sparks creativity. Living alone gives you the chance to explore what truly makes you feel at home. Whether through music, podcasts, or other sounds, managing the quiet allows you to craft a space that reflects your personality. Embrace the silence as a blank canvas, ready to be filled with the sounds and experiences that bring you happiness. 9. Home maintenance. Imagine coming home after a long day, only to be greeted by a never-ending list of chores and repairs. As we grow older, maintaining a home can feel like a monumental task, with energy levels dipping and projects piling up. This was the reality for one woman who found herself overwhelmed by the demands of home upkeep. Her story is a reminder that seeking help or considering downsizing can turn home management from a burden into a manageable and even enjoyable experience. For her, the first step was accepting that she didn't have to do it all alone. By hiring professionals for bigger jobs and asking family or friends for help with smaller tasks, she not only lightened her workload, but also invited a sense of community into her life. This support allowed her to focus on what truly mattered, creating a home that felt both functional and comforting. Downsizing also became an appealing option, offering the chance to simplify her living space, reduce the number of rooms and items to maintain, and ultimately enhance her quality of life. The key takeaway here is that accepting help and simplifying your living environment can significantly boost your well-being. Letting go of the idea that you must handle everything yourself opens up new possibilities for enjoying your home without the constant stress of maintenance. This approach not only reduces anxiety but also frees up time for activities you love, fostering a sense of peace and contentment. Her journey highlights the importance of asking for help when needed. It's a reminder that seeking support in home maintenance is not a sign of weakness, but a smart move towards a better quality of life. Whether it's through hiring assistance or rethinking your living space, embracing these changes can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful home experience. In essence, managing home maintenance effectively is about recognizing when to seek help and considering ways to simplify. These strategies can transform the daunting task of upkeep into an opportunity to enhance comfort and happiness in your home. 10th, sense of time. Have you ever noticed how time can play tricks on you, especially when you're living alone? Some days seem to stretch on forever, while others slip away before you know it. This shift in your sense of time can be disorienting and even a bit unsettling. One woman found herself experiencing this exact phenomenon, where the lack of daily interaction and structure made her days blend together. However, she discovered that by creating a personal schedule, she could bring back a sense of order and purpose to her life. The solution began with setting up a routine. She started by jotting down activities she enjoyed and tasks that needed attention, weaving them into a daily and weekly schedule. This not only helped her keep track of time, but also provided a comforting framework that made each day feel more meaningful. By having specific times for meals, exercise, hobbies, and relaxation, she found herself more aware of the passing hours and more engaged with her surroundings. The key concept here is the power of routine in enhancing your awareness of time. Having set activities can transform your perception of the day, making it feel more structured and fulfilling. This approach doesn't just help with time management. It also enriches daily life by ensuring that each moment is spent intentionally. Whether it's a morning walk, an afternoon reading session, or an evening call with a friend, these activities become anchors that ground you in the present. Personal stories like hers highlight the importance of establishing personal rhythms to fully enjoy life. When you live alone, it's easy for time to feel like an endless expanse, but a routine can break it into manageable and enjoyable segments. This doesn't mean every minute needs to be planned, but having a general structure can provide the balance between spontaneity and stability. In essence, managing your sense of time is about finding a rhythm that works for you. By creating a personal schedule, you can regain control over your days and ensure that they're filled with activities that bring joy and satisfaction. This simple yet effective strategy can transform the way you experience time, making each day not just something to get through, but something to look forward to and cherish. 11. Decluttering becomes both easier and harder. Imagine stepping into your home and feeling a wave of calm wash over you. A space that's not only tidy, but filled with items that truly matter. This is the magic of decluttering, especially when living alone, where every possession seems to hold a story. One woman found herself in this exact situation, surrounded by things that tugged at her heartstrings, making the process a delicate dance between letting go and holding on. She yearned for the simplicity and clarity that comes with a decluttered space, but the emotional ties to her belongings were strong. Her journey was a blend of reflection and action. She started by identifying the items that sparked joy or held deep sentimental value, setting them aside as treasures to keep. This intentional approach allowed her to focus on releasing the rest, those things that no longer served a purpose or added clutter to her life. Through this process, she discovered a balance between nostalgia and practicality, learning to cherish memories without being overwhelmed by physical possessions. The beauty of decluttering lies in its ability to transform your home and your mindset. By letting go of unnecessary items while preserving the meaningful ones, you create a living environment that feels both manageable and comforting. This simplification not only clears physical space, but also brings emotional relief, reducing the stress that clutter can cause and enhancing your well-being. Her reflections emphasize the emotional challenge of decluttering, highlighting the importance of balancing sentimentality with practicality. It's about realizing that while objects can be meaningful, they don't define your experiences or the memories you hold dear. By focusing on what truly matters, you can craft a space that supports your current needs and dreams. In essence, decluttering when living alone is about finding harmony between the past and the present. By thoughtfully choosing what to keep and what to release, you can transform your home into a haven that reflects your journey while embracing the simplicity of now. This process not only simplifies your surroundings, but also enriches your life, offering a clearer path to happiness and peace. 11. Decluttering becomes both easier and harder. Imagine stepping into your home and feeling a wave of calm wash over you. A space that's not only tidy, but filled with items that truly matter. This is the magic of decluttering, especially when living alone, where every possession seems to hold a story. One woman found herself in this exact situation, surrounded by things that tugged at her heartstrings, making the process a delicate dance between letting go and holding on. She yearned for the simplicity and clarity that comes with a decluttered space, but the emotional ties to her belongings were strong. Her journey was a blend of reflection and action. She started by identifying the items that sparked joy or held deep sentimental value, setting them aside as treasures to keep. This intentional approach allowed her to focus on releasing the rest, those things that no longer served a purpose or added clutter to her life. Through this process, she discovered a balance between nostalgia and practicality, learning to cherish memories without being overwhelmed by physical possessions. The beauty of decluttering, as the light of today gently fades and we close this chapter of reflection, I hope you carry with you a tender truth. That solitude is not a void to fear, but a quiet garden where resilience blooms and where every moment holds the promise of new beginnings. Living alone is not an end. It is an open field where you can plant seeds of self-love, connection, and quiet joy. May you walk this path knowing that even in the stillness, you are deeply connected to memories, to dreams yet to come, and to countless hearts who understand this journey too. And if today's words have found a soft place in your heart, I warmly invite you to stay with us. Subscribe and leave a small thought below, even just a word or a memory, so that your story can ripple outward, touching others who might need a little light. Together, we are never truly alone. Together, we weave a tapestry of wisdom, warmth, and hope.